Yo, what's up? It's your brother Dyzee from the Supernaturals crew. Welcome to my third video online presentation about building a better b-boy future. This one is about how a perfect b-boy association would start or would begin and how it would run. First thing we gotta do is talk about problems in the b-boying culture. First problem, there's nothing official. It's all opinion based and there are tons of inconsistencies such as judging, and throughout the generations. Okay, we're just replacing values and we're not learning from the past. Because of this, there's not enough respect for history, philosophies, and differences. Problem number 2 is there's no unity in our community. Everyone's got to fight for their opinion, such as what is b-boying and who should judge. You also have to fight for your respect, because if no one respects you, you can't travel and you can't judge. Problem number 3, there's no power to the b-boys for b-boying's best interests. Okay? There's the event organizers and there are the b-boys. These two are the ones that have the power, right? The event organizers could do it for A, the community, or B, themselves, such as what their view of b-boying is, or they could be doing it for the money. Either way, they have control. They got control because they have control over the judges, and if you have control over the judges, you have control over the community perception. The b-boys, all we have is the ability to boycott, but that doesn't do anything, that doesn't change anything, and b-boys wouldn't do that anyways. Problem number 4 is there is no protection. From who? The corporations and the media. The corporations and media, they do everything in the interest of money, because that's how corporations, that's just how they work. Okay? They have control over the decisions they make when working with b-boying. They also have control over the claims they want to make about b-boying and their events. And they can even make changes if they really wanted to. Either way, we have no way to protect ourselves from this. Problem number 5 is the general audience doesn't understand b-boying. They want to, but they can't. There's no way for them to. Let me give you an example. Korea in 2007 was the peak. It was huge. There were fans, sponsors, endorsements, media, everything. The general audience had their fan favorites. They were actual b-boy celebrities. But throughout the time when it was huge, they began to realize there were a lot of inconsistencies. Because of these inconsistencies of one day their favorites are winning because they have the best power, then all of a sudden they lose to another team that has better foundation, but in that team they lose to a team that's more original. They can't figure out what b-boying's about. And because of these inconsistencies, it led to a loss of respect, a loss of interest, and then a loss of support. All because the general audience couldn't understand. Problem number 6 is there's no money in b-boying. Let's talk about the different ways that people make money. Number 1, prize money. There's no guarantee. It's not enough to support a family in the future anyways, and what happens when you retire from the battlefield? Well, you can do the judging. But judging, you have to be continually fighting for your respect. You'll always get a low standard pay, even though it's like, 500 or 1,000, sometimes more. But either way, you're going to have a problem with the new generation undercutting you. You can also teaching workshops, but that's unstable. And you can also teach classes, which is more stable, but it's hard on your body, and there's no insurance. What if you get hurt? So a lot of people, they go into the entertainment industry, okay? They go into the industry for commercials and whatever, movies, etc. They also do shows, Only problem is that there's always going to be a fine line between when are you selling out. And you have no control over the industry of how they make b-boying perceived to the rest of the general audience, okay? Problem number 7 is there's no financial future. One day, kids, you're going to be living on your own, you're going to have to be paying your own bills, you're going to be in relationships, possibly even getting married and having a family and kids and stuff like that. You're going to have financial responsibilities. That's when you're going to realize it's hard to be a b-boy because there's no financial future, okay? So these are the problems in b-boying culture that we all know exist today. Now, in my first 2 video presentations, I talked about the solutions, the first steps, which was the judging system plus an association, which needs to go hand in hand. The judging system, I explained, had to do all of this. Now, the association, I explained that it had to be 1, in the best interest of the culture, 2, It has to build and protect b-boying at the same time by making official standards, creating, perfecting, and maintaining them, governing the judging system, and speaking on behalf of b-boying as a whole to the media, corporations, and even to the institutions, universities, and in other industries out there. Okay? So, the O.U.R system was officially launched at R16 2011 in Korea. It went awesome. Please look about it or check it out. Read up about it online, and see how it went. See all the scores and everything and the audience reaction. Okay. But this presentation is about how a perfect b-boy association would work, or at least would start. Okay, so number one, a perfect b-boy association would be not for profit. Why? Because it's got to be for the culture and not for the money. Nobody should own b-boying also, right? It shouldn't belong to anyone or any specific person. The second thing in a perfect b-boy association is there would be a committee, because they need to be at the top, where this gives power to the b-boy community itself. It has to represent all the views and facets of b-boying together. Okay? So if there are 5 standard views of b-boying, that would mean there needs to be 5 chambers or 5 committees that make up the committee. Okay, there would probably be up to 10 per group, but they all have to be from separate crews and from different generations, such as pioneers, legends, and OGs. Now, for example, if there was a foundation chamber, it would have all the b-boys that represent foundation to the fullest that are respected throughout the community. There would also probably be an originality chamber of all the b-boys that push about originality. There would be also the dynamics chamber with all the b-boys that have changed the game in dynamics. There would be an execution chamber for all those b-boys and judges that really push that it's about execution. There would also be the battle chamber with all the b-boys that really explain about what a battle is and have shown it through the way they get down. Okay, these are just examples of the chambers and what kind of b-boys may or may not be on them. Now, the committees or the chamber's duties would be the official agreed standards, creating definition for it, how to judge it, setting the standards, and agreeing upon it, and continually maintaining and perfecting these agreed standards. They'd also be teaching their perspectives of each of their categories or perspectives that they're on by opening schools, workshops, certifying judges worldwide, and appointing official teachers. They would also oversee the association by voting and by electing staff to run the whole entire association, which they supervise. Okay, so this brings to part 3. The association owns the judging system in a perfect b-boy association. Okay, why? Because the judging system has to belong to the community. Okay, and the community has to get full benefits. Also, because the judging system would be an unbiteable product, right? Why? Because of the computerized program, which would be copyrighted, and it doesn't work without certified judges and vice versa. It would also create official worldwide rankings and statistics, and all these things together are unbiteable, which makes definite protection from corporate interest. Okay. Number 4, there would be an official staff. There would be international representatives that serve this association, right? And that would need a chief, director, executive manager, and so on. No matter what, they would be under the council of 5 chambers, because the b-boying community has to be on top. They would serve the community by managing the system, the theory and philosophy behind it, creating a recognized judges list, putting together an official history, and, of course, the official worldwide rankings. Last thing they would do is they'd be setting up regional representatives all over the world. Okay, that brings us to number 5. In a perfect b-boy association, there would be regional and district representatives. Regional or national representatives, they serve an entire nation or large region by getting government recognition, media and public recognition, and seeking sponsors, and spreading the official b-boy education. They also set up the district reps in every single city or district. The district or city reps, they serve a specific district or city by making the judging system available to any events of all scales and sizes. They also spread the b-boy education by bringing in officials and teachers to do workshops and certify judges. Number 6, a perfect B-boy association would have official judges. They would have certified judges in each of the categories. They get certified by workshops and classes and by being tested. You got to make sure they know what they're doing. This is open to everyone, right? But there are different levels of certification. And this is done by earning your status, okay? If you've never won anything before, you can be certified to judge community level events. If you've won a city or district event, you can judge a city district level. If you've won a national event, you can judge a national or regional event. If you've won an international battle or world championships, then you can judge international and world championship level events. Now there's also going to be recognized judges, which is a little bit different, okay? It's by invitational only, right? It's based on international recognition of skills. That's how one gets invited. The only difference is the way they get certified. They get certified by the each one teach one, where an official or someone in the chambers or someone who's already, a world-class judge, certified judge, would just teach them, an each one teach one basis, more personal. But either way, they'd have to get tested to make sure that they know how to use the system, okay? Right away, they'd be given national or international judge status. Number 7 is there would also be registered members all over the world, okay? There would be event organizers who are registered, who use the judging system and the computer program. They also use official judges, and if there's no official judges in the area, they get the committee of officials or the chambers. There would also be registered B-boys, both in the solo category and the crew category. They would register by the district reps or by registering online. They get added immediately to the official rankings. This would encourage real crews, no more super all-star crews, etc. Number 8, there would be official worldwide rankings created by a perfect B-boy association. The judging system computer program would collect statistics such as first place, second place, semifinals, etc. Also who beats who, and averages such as categories like who scores what in foundation and etc. And these statistics would be immediately sent through the internet online for the public to see. There will be honorary statuses given to, of course, pioneers, OGs, and legends, but for the rest of them, there would be official statuses, such as, in each region and for crews and solos, who are the amateurs and who are the hometown heroes? Who's the number 1 hometown hero? Also, who are the national heroes and who's number 1 in the nation? And of course, who are the world contenders and who's the number 1 world contender and who's the world champion, and etc. So this is how the association would flow together, how everybody can be involved. The 5 chambers of officials are on top of everything. They're the ones who put together the executive staff. The executive staff are the ones that serve the B-boy community. They do this by setting up regional national reps all over the world. The regional national reps are the ones that go out to get the government, media, and sponsors. The media and sponsors are the ones that best benefit the event organizers. So the regional and national reps put together the district reps in each city, which makes the judging system available to all events of all sizes. The event organizers have to get certified judges. If they have bigger events with a higher recognition, they want to get recognized judges. But if you don't have certified judges or recognized judges, you got to go to the 5 chambers of officials, who are the only ones that can put together the certified judges and also put together recognized judges. They can also open up official schools in every country, which the regional or national reps will support. The official schools are the ones that put together certified judges. So you get the B-boy community, who are the ones that go to the events, and that means they're going to want to learn how to judge. So they're going to go to the official schools. This is how everything works together and needs each other. The benefits of a B-boy association. Let's talk about that. Benefit number 1, we have an association that is serving the community together by uniting it, serving, not dictating, protecting, promoting it, and growing it. Okay, we have benefit number 2. We have finally official B-boy education, okay, of all perspectives of the dance, all the philosophies and theories, and an official history made. No more, this is just my opinion, or kids watching videos saying, I thought this person, that person went. No, an actual education, an educated opinion, all right? Benefit number 3, a product that belongs to the B-boys, finally. The judging system, which would be unbiteable, and preserving of the essences of the dance. Benefit number 4, official worldwide ranking system, where it's the b-boy community itself determining the statuses of our b-boys, as well as collecting statistics. Benefit number 5, we'll have finally protection from the corporate interest. And benefit number 6, a self-sustaining industry that can begin. Benefit number 7, worldwide respect for our culture. You know, governments, companies, media, mommies and daddies, everyone looking at b-boying and hip-hop and saying, I respect this. That's what's going to be great. And that's why our b-boys started off with the theory that of fates, which is foundation, artistry, technique, execution, and strategy encompass everything in b-boying. With the computer program together became our system, the objective, unified, real-time system for b-boys. But without our association, an official, united, and recognized association for b-boys, we can't begin to make things happen, okay? So if you have any questions, hit me up at ourbboysfates@gmail.com, or you can check out the website launch, which is already up and running, at www.ourbboys.com. Well, thanks everyone for watching this online video presentation about how a perfect b-boy association would work and how everyone could be involved. It's going to take everyone to make this happen, this dream come true. So, once again, thanks for watching. This is your boy, your brother Dyzee from Supernatural's crew. Rock for Christ, 7 Commandos, and I'm out!